here park bench is my top thinking spot, that it is. That and the occasional bubble bath. You know, I take nights like these to reflect on my life, where I came from, how I got here, and what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Every time I look up in the sky, I see pieces of memories gone by. Like, take that one right there, for example. You see it? That star inspired me to stand, literally. You see, it was my papa. He and I were playing in the backyard of my old house, as I recall. I was, oh gosh, 2 years old, maybe 3. Maybe. It was either 2 or 3, I don't know. And he was acting silly, like a monkey.
Funny monkey.
Standing was easy, but the walking was hard. There was also this game. See, it was called the Beezer and the Buzzer. When the Beezer and the Buzzer come out, you better say your prayers, because they tickle you with a force that's so mighty you feel like you're electrocuted on the inside.
Hi, Papa. I'm good, thanks. You have something for me? What is it? Oh, no. No, not today. I want to live. I just learned how to pee by myself. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You'll never take me alive. Never take me alive. No. It tickles so bad. Uncle.
Yeah, sure. Oh, Papa had a mighty powerful mind, he did. Got me to use mine at such a young age. A whole bunch of adventures would come about. Like, I would take a safari hat, like this, and a hunter's rifle, like this.
I'm gonna go look for dinosaurs now. I'll be right back.
Look out! It's a raptor! Quick, shoot it! Oh no! Quick, run! He's going for the carrot supply! Oh no! There's vegetables everywhere! That's the massacre I've ever seen!
Now, hold on a second here. I wanna talk with somebody. Let's see. Let's talk with you, sir. Bet you didn't think you'd be talking to this grandpa, did you? No. Did you, ever, what's your name?
Steve.
Steve, okay. Nice name. Did you ever have an imaginary friend growing up? Don't take too long.
No.
Not do you remember. We'll get back to you. How about you, miss? Did you have one? What's your name?
Heather.
No, that's Heather. What's your name really? No, don't lie to me.
Megan.
Megan, okay. All right, so what was your friend?
What was her?
What was your imaginary friend?
She was a bear.
A bear? Oh my God, what was her name?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. Not Heather, okay. You know, I don't mean to brag, but I myself had a handful of imaginary friends. I also had a stuffed animal. He was this rabbit with floppy ears. His name was Mr. Hoppy. Mr. Hoppy, though, wasn't exactly mine. But I know this because, you see, my sister would barge into the room like this. Ned, I told you not to take my rabbit! Mom! Oh, Mr. Hoppy, what are we gonna do? I never liked that dame anyways. Come on, let's go. Then there was this glass with a picture of Batman's face on it. And he said, let's go, Nick! The Joker's about! Oh my God! We run everywhere! And then one slip later, that was the end of Batman. As for Mr. Buttered Toast, I'll just leave that one to you. Yes, sir. Childhood was exciting times. Thanks to Papa. By the way, it was his birthday yesterday, so God bless you, my friend. God bless you. Speaking of family, I give my parents and my sister major kudos for this one. See, when I was a kid, school was difficult. Typical, I know. But, I don't know. I guess kids these days don't really have times for dragons or stuffed animals. Even at such a young age. I don't know. Well, anyway, back then, it still was awkward because, I don't know, I guess they didn't want to spend the time with someone who's got such an active imagination, that's all that he's about. I don't know, it's weird. But I did have an escape from social anxiety. Movie nights. My family would gather around the couch, see, with our hot cocoa and stuff. And we'd turn on the TV, just like that, and then lo and behold, we'd watch movies. Not just any movies, mind ya. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Take a plumber, it's all problem free. Now I'm supreme. Very nice. Thanks. Oh, me know. I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you. You see, it's true. And if like me, can learn to be you meant to. What's this? What's this? There's something very wrong. What's this? There's people singing songs. What's this? The streets are like with little creatures laughing. Everybody seems so happy. I might possibly go down. What's this? They can sing, they can dance. After all this is France. And our dinner here is never second best. Go on, unfold your menu, take a glance, and then you'll be our guest. We our guest, be our guest. Everybody wants to be a cat, because a cat's the only cat who knows where it's at, baby. Everybody's picking up all that feline meat, cause everything else is obsolete. Not here, sir. We have been eating for hours, and we're still not finished with the tea yet. Let's call for a song now. A very merry birthday, a very merry birthday, a very merry birthday to us. The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger's a wonderful thing. The top's up in on the rubber, the bottom's up in on the springs. And then around middle school for my sister, she started doing plays. That meant she did this for a whole bunch of people that she would not recognize. Again, me, social anxieties, not a very good mix for moi. So, you know, I kept hush-hush about it. But my sister convinced me one day, hey, come on, brother. Why won't you do plays with me? Well, I might pee my pants. Oh yeah, well that could be a problem. You know, you get paid to do this. Money. How much are we talking here? I'm talking serious trillion territory. Well, when you put it like that. So, my first role was incidentally, my favorite Disney villain.
At last I have you, Peter Pan. For years I have cursed you for cutting off me hand and throwing it to the crocodile. And I have longed to shake your hand with this. So now, inside you, prepare to meet thy doom.
And I felt fantastic. Not about killing Peter Pan, about performing. What scared me was no longer an issue here. The stage was my second home. So because I got such a kick out of it, I kept on going. Nobody gets to see the wizard! Nobody know how! You have the slippers. Well, that's a painting of a different color. Come here!
You know what I think? I suspect that there must be someone on top of that small speck of dust. If so, I should save him, because after all, a person's a person, no matter how small.
Who came into my office the other week, George, all about the philo system of raising chickens. I'm going to start over here in the backyard, taking the incubator in the cellar. Why, he may look upon his bird and sing, ask questions and sing, pick his teeth and sing. I know a man that had this trick of melancholy, sold a goodly manor for a song. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Hey, hey, people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. Easy street. That's where we're gonna be on such a wonderful day like today. Where the sun is as big as a yellow balloon. Even the sparrows are singing a tune on a wonderful day like today. Tonight I gotta cut loose. Give it 20. Her Majesty considers the arrangement to be tentative. Until we ship a proper diplomatic representative, we don't foresee that you will be the least bit argumentative. Please ignore the manner where we brought as a preventative. Even with a turkey that you know will fall, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still, you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go! On with the show! Oh. You get the idea. Middle school and college. And as if that weren't enough, after school was said and done, I managed to apply to that college program they got over at Disney World, where you get to work in the parks and everything, you know. And I made it in. That's right, I got to play a whole manner of characters, from thieving Captain Jack Sparrow the one day, to a Cookie Mad Hatter the next day. What goes around comes around, I suppose. All right, who here has got a job that they really like? Just shout them to me. I want to hear. Teaching.
Doctor.
A doctor.
Costume designer.
A costume designer. That's awesome. All right. Anyone else?
A tour guide.
What?
A tour guide.
A tour guide. So you're the guy that goes, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, legs inside. Okay, that's cool. Anybody else real quick?
Lawyer.
Lawyer? You're the guy who said doctor. Which are you, a doctor or a lawyer?
I do both.
Oh, you do both. Listen, those are great jobs. Listen, lawyers get a cake every once in a while when they hear those words. That man is guilty. Hallelujah! Lunch break. Yeah, sure. When you're working at a job you really enjoy, you never know what you could find. I mean, heck, working at Disney World is where I met the love of my life. Good old Rosie. were both ensemble members of this show that was new in Tomorrowland at the time. It was funny too because we were given these spandex rubbery suits. And so our dancing came out like this. Future! It was weird. So, but I gotta tell you, that aside, I gotta tell you she was cute. Very cute. Blonde hair, blue eyes, contagious smile, laughter, fun, funny, you know how it goes. So on a whim, one of our breaks, she gave me her number, and you know, we hit it off pretty good after that. So we would take our adventures outside the Magic Kingdom. We go to the places that are in Orlando and Sarasota, all that stuff. We go to bars in the city, have a drink, nice fancy dinner, listen to old-timey jazz, Sinatra, Prima, and best. Nothing but 'em. And it wasn't too long, I want to say about, maybe a year after, when I popped the question. Watch this. And she said yes. The prayer works. So we would take our adventures now outside of America. We go to other places in the world. From the mountains of Italy to the valleys of Spain. Let us not forget the glitz and glamour of Gay Paris. And Cleveland. She's from Cleveland. I don't know why y'all are laughing at this. It's no Barcelona, but hey. Yeah, sure, things went on like this for several years. And she got sick. One morning, when we woke up, she said she couldn't make it to work because she was feverish. So I said, it's okay, baby. I'll just let them know that you're sick and I'm cocking it. Now, per requirement, I was happy on the outside, but on the inside, I was mortally terrified. I'm just thanking God that they gave me one of those big fake heads so they couldn't see how gaunt I looked. Something terrible. Anyway, I got a call from this hospital that's nearby during my break. And he said, my wife now had a month left to live. It took us by surprise, believe it or not. But I'll tell you what we did though. We had all of our vacation money spent on our last destination, Hawaii. We heard nothing but good things about it from our friends and our families, our neighbors, our coworkers. Why not? It's Hawaii. A whole week of luau. Last time I saw my wife, it was in the hospital. She was in a coma. And I didn't know if she could hear me or not, but I wanted this last visit to be extra special. So I kind of snuck in when I sang to her. My dearest friend, if you don't mind, I'd like to join you by your side, where we can gaze into the stars and sit together now and forever, for it is plain as anyone can see, we're simply meant to be stop work after that. Just throw in the towel and call it a life. But I didn't. Because if there's one thing that Walt has taught me to get through life, it's that it's always kind of fun to do the impossible. Those were words that my wife and my papa lived by every day of their lives. In fact, every time I would make the guests happy in the Magic Kingdom, I could almost hear them. Keep working, my handsome prince. Never stop even when I'm gone, okay?
Hey, Bucky boy. Always get up off your tush and show 'em what you're made of. That's my grandson back there.
So I kept working right up until my retirement here at Summer Wind Nursing Home. Nice place. One last question before we go. Show of hands, who here is scared of the future? Who doesn't know what they're going to do after? Oh my goodness. You're all college students, are you? Of course you're scared of the future. It's perfectly natural for that to happen. And I said I made it into the Disney College program, right? I didn't say I made it in the first time. Anyway, my main point is this. If you're doing something that you are passionate about, whether it be, you know, a doctor or a lawyer or both, don't stop. Keep yourself busy and keep moving. That's the trick. And hey, even if you're overwhelmed, just take time off. Sit on the park bench. Look up at the stars. It'll do you good. As for me, what am I going to do tomorrow? Maybe visit my wife's grave, read the Reader's Digest, have a piece of buttered toast afterwards. I don't know. But I do know this. It's going to be great. It's going to be big. And it's going to be beautiful. 'Cause there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of